Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be creating this holiday look together. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe before you get started, and here we go. I already did my eyebrows off camera, and I'm going to prime my eyelids with the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. I actually really like this concealer as an eyeshadow primer, especially when I'm using color. And we're going to use my new brush set that I hauled in my last video, so I'm really excited because I feel like these brushes are really like festive because they're, you know, they're red and you know. Okay, so personally when I prime my eyelids, I just blend it out with a sponge. I don't use a brush, so that's what I'm going to be doing. It's just really quick, and I don't even need too much of that because a little bit goes a long way. This concealer does dry pretty fast, so you want to make sure you blend it out as soon as possible. This is my brush that I usually use for like setting powder under my eyes, but I'm just going to use this to just buff that out and make it just nice and flat and clean and ready for this eyeshadow that we're about to put on. So I'm going to be using two different palettes today. The first palette that I'm going to use is the Colourpop Lush Life palette, and it just has this really pretty green. And then I'm going to use the Glamlite Burger palette because I got this at Marshall's and I have still not tried it. And I feel like this palette screams Christmas. Like, if you just look at the colors, very festive, right? I feel like it got Christmas vibes. I don't know. I'm putting my mirror like this because this palette don't have a mirror. But I'm gonna go into On the Prowl, that's that green shade, and I'm going to go in my crease with that shade and just build that up. I'm just kind of packing this shade on. I want it to be really there, you know. And I'm also using this shade to like shape out my eye look that I want, so you know, so I can know like what I'm doing when I'm putting on the other shades. This is gonna be my guide. Look how pretty this shade is. Like, this shade is so bomb. I feel like this was one of Colourpop's best palettes this year, for sure. Since we're focusing on the eyes right now, I just zoomed you guys in because I feel like that'll be a little bit more helpful. Next, diving into this Glamlite palette, I want to go in with this beautiful green called Spinach. I'm going to take a more tapered brush and just get a little bit of that. This shade is really pigmented from the swatch that I did, so I'm trying to go in light-handed and just build it up because I don't want it to, you know, get too crazy. And I'm just buffing out that other green. Okay, and I'm gonna go in with that same brush and go into the shade Avocado just to buff that out even further. And I'm going in very light, like super light. And with this clean fluffy brush, I'm just gonna blend it out on the edges a little bit more. Okay, and now with the flat brush, I'm gonna go back into my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and with a tiny bit of that concealer, I'm just going to do like a kind of like a halfway cut crease moment. So as much as I love a shimmery festive look, I think I'm gonna go all matte and just pop a little bit of shimmer in the inner corner. I feel like no matter what type of look I'm doing, I always end up reaching for my Domonique Cosmetics Transition palette. We're not gonna talk about it, we're just gonna get into it, okay? So again, with a flat brush, I'm gonna go into the shade Caramel from the Domonique Cosmetics Transition palette. This is the shade right here, and I'm just going to put that in my, I'm just gonna place this on my lid. And now going back in with that same brush I used the first time and the Lush Life palette, that same green, we are going to put that in my outer V. I wish this palette had a mirror. That's the only thing I would change about this palette. So I'm just going to place that right here. And then back to that second brush I used along with the second shade that I used, which is Spinach. I'm going to place that here. Back into that third shade, Avocado, to finish this off. Just very lightly, I'm gonna place that in the middle of my lid. I feel like every time I sit here, my camera wants to focus on my flowers and not me. Like, am I not good enough? So I'm gonna go ahead and put my eyeliner and my lashes on off camera, and then we'll be back to finish up this look. Okay, I'm back and my lashes are on. I use the Kiss lashes in the style Matte Sheer. I love these lashes. I'm thinking about doing my top 5 Kiss lashes, like where I try them on for you guys and just show you guys the different lash styles that I've been in love with. Comment down below, let me know if you guys would be interested. But this is one of my favorites. If I do that video, these lashes are going to be in that video. Spoiler alert. So now we're going to get into complexion products, which I'm really excited about because I have so many different complexion products to try out. And I think I'm using the Estée Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This will be my first impression of this foundation. I've never used it before. And for concealers, I'm still stuck on these Nars concealers. So we're going to use the Nars concealers, and yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Okay, and now we're jumping into the Estee Lauder foundation. So let's go ahead and pop the top off. Does it pop off or does it twist off? Oh, it twists off. Oh, it's no pump. Didn't know that. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna pour a little bit on the back of my hand. This foundation looks really nice on my skin. Like, do you guys see that? I do need to bring it down to my neck just a little bit, but this looks really, really good. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a brightening concealer. This is my Nars concealer in the shade Walnut. And just to brighten up underneath my eyes, I'm gonna do the little here, here, and here trick. And now I'm just gonna blend that out. And now I'm gonna set that concealer down with this Beauty Bakery banana powder, and I'm gonna use my little fluffy, what do you call this? I'm gonna call it a puffer. Okay. So what I like to do is use this little puffer, and then very quickly after, I just dust it away with a brush. Okay, so this is what we're looking like now. And now of course we need bronzer. So okay, now for bronzer, I'm gonna go into the Sephora bronzer in the shade Ibiza. This is what it looks like. Very, very pretty bronzer. I just did too much, but it's fine. We're gonna blend that away. I'm just gonna blend this out with this brush that I usually use to set my face with powder, just because I added a little bit much and it was looking a little harsh. My hairline is really white, so I do like to put a little bronzer so that it can kind of go with my face, because yeah, my head is like white. And back in with my puffer, I'm not going to add any product. I'm just going to kind of go like that. I'm going to do a very subtle blush today, so I'm going to use the e.l.f. Always Spicy blush. This blush never does me wrong, so I'm just going to go on with a little bit of that. Okay, so for highlighter, I'm going to use the MAC Flare for the Dramatic highlighter. This was from their Christmas collection last year. I'm just going to use a little bit, okay? I'm not going to like go all the way in. I just like a little highlight, you know? You know, you feel me? Like just a little something, like just a little something. Yes, just to bring back some glow to my face, you know? I'm going back into the Lush Life palette from Colourpop, and that same On the Prowl green, and I'm just going to add this underneath my eyes. And then with a small brush, I'm going to go into the shade Spinach from the Glamlite Burger palette. And just buff that out. Okay, now I'm just going to add some mascara to my lower lashes. Okay, so the red lip I'm going to be using is from Hank & Henry, and this is actually the same red lip I used in my holiday looks last year, and this red lip did not disappoint. So pretty. So I ordered a red lip liner, it came and it was orange, so we're not going to be using a lip liner today. I'm just going to try to line my lips with the lipstick and just do my best, so bear with me, y'all. Told you guys this red lip does not disappoint. So I actually decided that I want to highlight my inner corner with this shade right here from the Totally Plastic palette that I also hauled in my last video. If you haven't seen it already, go check it out, just for a more dramatic effect. So this is the final look. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think. I didn't go all extra shimmery and glittery and stuff like that. I'm gonna save that for New Year's, but this is like more of my Christmas look. I really hope you guys enjoyed creating this look with me, and if you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video.